Hey there, how y'all doing this fine morning? This is Data coming to you from just outside of a little stealth site that I found last night. And as much as I was a little leery of that stealth site initially, it actually worked out really well. A hike of unknown distance today, so somewhere between probably 12 and 16 miles, trying to get myself as close to West Bend as I can today because it's going to rain tomorrow, but not maybe heavy early in the morning. So my goal is to shorten tomorrow's first hike up as much as I can. So. It's 5:30 and the sun is already up. So I am on the northern end of the Lowe Lake segment on the Ice Age Trail, just getting ready to actually get out onto a road walk, and I have stumbled across the largest dang field of blackberry bushes that I might have ever seen. These are Allegheny blackberries according to my software. Quite a sight first thing in the morning. This is Donegal Road heading into the Holy Hill segment, having just finished up the Lowe Lake segment. That's my first view of the Holy Hill Cathedral. Just saw a deer go past, and now we got a whole set of turkeys. So this is the Holy Hill segment. The first couple of miles of it so far have been very much like a hike in any other natural woodland, like in southern Indiana or the AT, places like that. It's pretty nice. This is a really nice, concise explanation of a cane. And then this is the cane they're talking about. With that blue blaze. So if you are eastbound on the trail, you'll come out where that yellow sign is in the distance into this big open field. This is the picnic area at Holy Hill. And there are a bunch of nice picnic tables, and the bathrooms there in the distance are working and unlocked and have flush toilets. And then if you come across the road by where this mailbox is, actually off in the distance you can also see there are trash cans if you need them. And then some more picnic tables, and then this big rock is actually a well. So there's a tap with a great hose on it. Thank you, Mr. Sommer. 15,000 years ago, much of Wisconsin was covered year-round by a layer of ice, in some places as much as a mile thick. So this will be a fun kind of wildlife to run into. I think they must live at this homestead here off to my left. Now I have a half-mile connecting road walk. Walked across several of these boardwalks on some low-lying marshes today, but they built this one across a dang lake. geese out there, a little gosling. We have a little viewing stand here. Kettles are depressions formed by large blocks of ice that break off from the main glacier as it retreats. And then down here is a kettle full of water. Kettles can also be dry, and they can be smaller than this and larger than this. So it's like a big bowl. And down in the middle of it is a dent. And that's takes me into Pine Lake State Park, I believe. But hiking is going well. It is 10 o'clock or so. I've logged 9 or 10 miles. When I get to there's a parking area at Pike Lake, so I think I'm going to sit and have lunch there. Okay, well, that was a very enjoyable lunch break. I spent from 10:30 to 11 at the picnic grounds that are here at Pike Lake. There's a plumbed restroom and a water spigot at a drinking fountain that's on the same building as the restrooms are in. And there are picnic tables in the shade everywhere. Called Mrs. Data. She helped me strategize a little bit. So I think that I have now decided on an end point for the day. I'm going to try to hike all the way into West Bend today. Now that's 16 miles from here, which will make this a 26-mile day. But it's supposed to rain a lot tomorrow. So if I can make the 16, should put me in West Bend about 8 o'clock at night. If I can make the 16 miles, then I'll either hike out tomorrow from West Bend if it doesn't rain really hard, or if it does, I'll take a 0, and I'll have some options. It's going to be a long day, it looks like, but thanks to some consultation with Mrs. Data, I am back on the Ice Age Trail at 11 o'clock with 16 miles left to go on the day. I don't know if this much flux is naturally occurring or if the state park in Wisconsin has intentionally fostered this, but I like it either way. It's gorgeous, it smells nice. The line path has just been lined with white and purple and pink phlox. I'm coming up on the village of Slinger. So that's the Slinger house, which is like a sports bar, restaurant, really good. I stopped in there because I was getting really hot and overheated and kind of grumpy, so I had an athletic company fake beer and a helping of bruschetta and a bunch of water, and cooled right off. Spent about a half an hour, and now I'm headed back up this way. And I'm standing in the midst of Polk Cames. So just as I headed out of Slinger House, I ran into a couple in their 80s who were finishing up their Ice Age Trail complete hike. They've been working on it for 20 years or so. And I met them yesterday down in the Kettle Moraine. So I am about to the point where I had planned to stop hiking today and stealth camp, but I have obviously changed that plan. Now that I'm here, I'm glad for it because it's only like 2 o'clock. It's hot, it blazes out. So this segment shows up on Far Out as a trail, as you can see, but it doesn't on my paper map show up as even a proposed future trail. It shows up as road walk, which is much longer than a road. So I think I am enjoying the privilege of hiking through a pretty new section of the Ice Age Trail. I'll try to verify that, but also... Okay, I am 19 miles in on a 26-mile day. I have 7 miles left. I just took another 15-minute pack off, shoes off break because my dogs are barking now. And I have about a 3 mile or a little more than 3 mile road walk next. So I have about reached the end of my 3 mile connecting road walk. Okay, I made it to the West Bend segment. It's southern terminus. Well, I have about a mile left to my hotel, and to my surprise, the trail leading clear into West Bend did not become a big municipal park with, pavement and ball fields and stuff. Instead, it looked just like this. I was able to refill one of my liters of water at an artesian well. I did make it to my West Bend hotel by 7 o'clock or so and had time to do laundry and get some food and shower and clean up.